So based on this theorem, let us see an example. In this example, you have circle, you have a tangent, and you have a chord AB. So this is a segment of your chord AB, and it has been produced to T. And PT is also a tangent. Tangent and the chord intersect at the point T. Okay. And what is given here is the length of AT is given to you as 16 centimeter. The length of AB is given to you as 12 centimeter. So clearly this length is given to you and this length is given to you. Okay. These two lengths are given. We need to find out the length of TP. That is, you need to find out this length. Okay. From the theorem, we can write, since the tangent and chord intersect at T, since the tangent to the circle at P and the chord AB intersect at T. If these two intersect, then and I can write the length of the tangent, which is TP square, must be equal to product of the length of the segments of the chord. And what are the segments of the chord? From the point of intersection till A, that is TA, and then from the point of intersection T to the point B into TB. Okay, so let's see what lengths are given here. So here AT is given or TA is given. Here TA is given to be 16 centimeter. TB is not given. But TB, if you see, TB must be equal to TA minus AB, which is equal to 16 minus 12. Right? So this is given to be 16. This is given to be 12. So this length here becomes 16 minus 12, which is 4 centimeter. Now we know all the lengths.
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm.
So Arpita is saying that she is not able to join.
I don't know. I don't have a name here.
Okay, sir.
I don't have a name here. Otherwise, I would have allowed. So therefore, hence the length of TP square is equal to TA, which is 16, into TB, which is 4. Now you know 16 and 4 both are whole square. So instead of multiplying and getting 64, what you can do is you can write TP square is equal to 4 square into 2 square. That means TP square you can write as 4 into 2 square. His TP is the square root of 4 into 2 square, which is equal to simply 4 into 2, which is equal to 8 centimeters. That's it. Or you can multiply, get 64, take the square root of 64 to get 8 centimeters. Okay. Any questions on this problem? No
No,
questions?
sir.
The first exercise problem here is this one. In this figure, you have a quadrilateral in which you have a circle inscribed. Okay, in fact, this should not be circumscribed, this should be inscribed. The word is wrong here. Okay, the diagram is correct, but the word is wrong. Inscribed, not circumscribed. okay, inscribed, and AD perpendicular to DC. Find X if the radius of the incircle is 10 centimeter. Incircle means the circle that is inscribed. So let us draw the quadrilateral first, and then we shall see. Center of the circle is given to you. This point is given as S. This point is given as Q. So there are 2 points of contacts of the circles of the tangents AD and BC. Okay. Now let's see what is given. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which a circle is inscribed. Okay. And AD perpendicular to DC. That means this angle is given to be 90 degree. AD is perpendicular to DC. Find X if the radius of the incircle is 10 centimeters. Radius of the incircle is 10 centimeters. What does that mean? Okay, this point is also given to you. 3 points of contact. And this point is also given to you. There are 4 points of contact. PQRS are 4 points of contact. And in the diagram itself, you are given that this length is 27 centimeters. This entire length here is given to be 38 centimeters. This length here is given to be X, which you need to find. And the radius of the circle, incircle, or simply the circle inscribed, is given to you as 10 centimeters. All this. Okay. So now you need to find out X. How will you find out X? Let's see. Now see here that since the radius of the circle is given to be 10 centimeters, okay, that means I can draw this dotted line, OS, or this is already given. Fine. OS is already given, this dotted line. So now what you do is from the center of the circle, you join another point of contact. Okay, so you join OR. Okay, now this you get a quadrilateral. Here you're getting a quadrilateral. This is a square. And why should it be a square? Can you tell me why should it be a square? Why should
So
it be a
90
square?
degree.
Okay, one reason. 90 degree, it can be a
So
rectangle also.
no, all the four sides are 90 degree. Tangent and radius 90 degree.
For a square, you need one interior angle to be 90 degree and all sides have to be equal, right? That is what you need for a square. So can you see one angle is given to be 90 degrees? So that is okay, right? And what about the sides? How do you know that the sides
dx
are
will
equal?
be 10. Dx will be 10.
Dx or dr?
Yes, sir. Dr will be 10.
Hmm.
And AC.
Why would it be 10?
So because square has all the sides equal.
But I'm not assuming it is a square. I want to prove it is a square.
Sir,
So
OS is equal to OR.
OS is equal to OR, okay? Radii of the circle. So that makes it that the two adjacent sides are equal. What else?
And yes, sir, DS is also equals to DR.
DS is equal to
yes,
DR1. What is
sir.
the reason?
Tangents are equal.
Yes, tangents drawn from external point are equal. So OS is equal to OR, radii of the same circle. Right? And DS is equal to DR because tangents drawn from an external point to a circle, drawn from an external point to a circle are equal in length or simply equal. Okay. So we have shown that adjacent sides are equal. What can you say about the opposite sides? Can you say the opposite sides are also equal? Because in order to show that all the sides are equal, you need to show that adjacent sides are equal, any two adjacent sides, and any two opposite sides are equal. Right? So what about the opposite sides? I have not written all this here in the solution, but I'm writing it here just to make you understand. Can you tell me about the opposite side? How you can say that the opposite sides are equal? See, OS, this line here, this is 90 degree, right? And this is 90 degree already
Yes.
given to you. That means these two lines must be parallel to each other, right? If these two lines are parallel to each other, because these two angles are co-interior angles, right? These two angles, 90 degree angles are co-interior angles, and therefore these two lines must be parallel to each other. Therefore, these two lengths, that is SD and OR, what are they? They are distance between two parallel lines. Therefore, they must be equal. That's it. So the opposite sides are also equal. So what you say here is that OS is perpendicular to AD because radius and tangent are equal at the point of contact. Okay, so these two are perpendicular. Also, SD perpendicular to DC. This is given to you already, right? Therefore, what can you say? OS parallel to DR, and therefore you can say SD is equal to OR because distances between two parallel lines. That's it. I have not written all this, neither is it necessary for you to write all this. Right? Quadrilateral DROS is a square because of the following reasons. Note. Okay. This is something you can take note of. Why I'm saying it is a square. But you need not do all this. Okay. You need not write all this. Whatever I have written in the note, that will be sufficient. Okay. So this is just for your understanding. So once we know that it is a square, now we shall proceed to find. Okay. Now how will you find? First see that, as I told you, that SD and DR, these two lengths are equal. Okay. Also, what you see in the diagram is that this length P is the point of contact. So this is a tangent. PB is the length of the tangent, and this length BQ, they are equal. So this must also be 27 centimeters. So what is this length left here? How much is this length? This entire length is 38. So this length must be 38 minus 27. Fine. So if this length is 38 minus 27, and how much is this? 11. So if this length we have got as 11, then what is this length? This length is also 11, right? Because they are also tangents, right? This length QC and RC, they are tangents drawn from the external point C, and therefore they must be equal. Once we have got this as 11, now this length is 10 centimeters. So this length must also be 10 centimeters because radii of the circle, and because this is a square, this length is 10 centimeters. This must also be 10 centimeters. And if this length is 10 centimeters, this length must also be 10 centimeters because the tangent is drawn from the point D, right? And the length of the tangent drawn to the circle must be equal. So what is this length total? This is 11 plus 10, sum of the two lengths, 21 centimeter. Is it clear? Right? Better than writing it, it should be clear to you, because in this case, writing is not too important. In this case, understanding is important. So should I start again with what I have done? Anyone who needs explanation? Otherwise, I can proceed.
Yes, sir.
I can proceed.
No, sir,
Yes.
explain this more.
Okay. So starting from scratch, so see, the radius is given to be 10 centimeters, right? So this OS length is 10
Yes, sir.
centimeters. That means this OR length must also be 10 centimeters, right? If this length is 10 centimeters, that means because it is a square, this length must also be 10. Till this it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Now see that if I draw tangents ds and dr from the external point D, then this is the length of the tangent and this is also the length of the tangent, right? Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now if these two are length of the tangent and this is 10 centimeters, this must also be 10 centimeters because tangents drawn to a circle from an external point are equal in length. Yes, got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this length from PB is also a tangent whose length is given to you as 27, which is the external point here is B. Also from B, they are drawing a tangent BQ whose length is this. So this is also 27, right? Because this is 27, this must also be 27. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If this entire length is given to you as 38, and if this length is 27, then how much is this length?
11 centimeters.
38 minus 27, which is 11. But if you see this length, this line is also a tangent drawn from what point? C. And this length CR is also a tangent drawn from C. So therefore, this length here becomes the length of the tangent CQ, and CR must also be a tangent drawn from C. So this length must also be equal. So if this is 11, this must also be 11, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is the total length of X? X is equal to 10 plus 11, 21. That's it. Okay. So more important than writing is understanding this problem. So I'm not writing it once again. Let's move on to the next problem. Let me draw the figure. It's a fairly simple problem, not too difficult. This is the diagram that is given to you. Now in this figure, it is given that O is the center of the circle. Fine. Located O to be the center of the circle. AB is a tangent. So you can see that AB, this length here, B being the point of contact. Here is your point of contact. This length from B to A is your tangent, length of the tangent. So AB is a tangent at B. If AB is equal to 15 centimeters, this length is given to you as 15 centimeters. And AC is equal to 7.5. This length is given to you as 7.5 centimeters. Question is find the radius of the circle. Okay. So let us assume that the radius of the circle is x. That means this length is x. So let the radius of the circle be x. Okay. What you do is from O, you draw a straight line to join OB. So we have joined OB. This also becomes a radius. So this length is also x. You write therefore OC must be equal to OB must be equal to x. Also, and write OB is perpendicular to AB. So this angle here is 90 degree because radius and tangent are perpendicular at the point of contact. So once we know that this is 90 degree, so we know this entire length OA also. What is the entire length OA? This length from O till A. What is this length here? X plus 7.5. Therefore, OA is equal to x plus 7.5. Right? So now, if you see, we have formed a right angle triangle here. And what is that right angle triangle? OAB is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. Which one is the hypotenuse? Opposite to the 90-degree angle must be my hypotenuse. So OA is my hypotenuse. The other two you can take your perpendicular and base. So if I take this as my base is x. And this is my perpendicular. Okay, 15 centimeter. So I can apply Pythagoras theorem. So I'll write in the right angle triangle OAB, OA square is equal to OB square plus AB square. For the values, OA we have found out to be x plus 7.5 square. OB is x. And AB, that is the length of the tangent here, is given to be 15 centimeters. So we are getting an equation in x. It seems we'll get a quadratic. So we'll solve it. So what you do is the decimal value, it is better to change into a fractional value so that it simplifies your work a little. So 75 by 10 whole square, 225. So this is x plus 15 by 2 whole square is equal to x square plus 225. Where you take the LCM within the square only. Within the square, if you take the LCM, you get 2x plus 15 whole square is equal to x square plus 225. That means 2x plus 15 square. Denominator also you have to square, so it becomes 4 is equal to x square plus 225. Now cross multiply 2x plus 15 whole square must be equal to 4 times x square plus 225. Okay, so that means now you expand the left hand side by a plus b whole square formula. So you have a square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to 4x square plus 225 into 4 is 1000 or 900. So this gives you 4x square plus 60x plus 225 is equal to 4x square plus 900. 4x square both will cancel from this side. So we get 60x is equal to 900 minus 225. So we get 60x is equal to 675. That means you get x is equal to 675 divided by 60. Okay. So you can cancel with 5 first. So 1, 3, 5, 12. And you can cancel with 3 also. So it is 45 by 4 centimeters, which comes to 11.25 centimeters. That's it. Okay. So that is what. And I will stop here for today. The next problem is a very interesting problem. I'll just discuss the question here. Very interesting problem this is. There's only one theorem that you will have to apply in this. The next part, if you see in the solution, this is just solution of 3 equations. Okay. Simultaneous equations you have done in class 9, but you have only done simultaneous equations for 2 variables, x and y. Here in this case, in this problem, you will get simultaneous equation in 3 variables, x, y, and z. Okay, and this will be a very particular case, very special case of that simultaneous equation, which we are going to do in this. Okay, if you learn this technique, it's something that is very good you can apply in future, especially those who want to take science. Okay, now you have 3 circles that touch each other, and there are um, 3 centers of the circles, A, B, and C. Okay, and in this, it is given to you the length of AB. I'll draw the diagram tomorrow, but for the time being, refer to this diagram. This length AB is given to you. Okay. Now, how do you know this is a straight line? Can anyone tell me how you know AB is a straight line? Can anyone tell me? We have done a theorem. Can anyone tell me how
So
AB is
collinear, 3 points join together to form a straight line.
3 points joined together to form a straight line?
Collinear point, yes, sir.
In fact, to put it in a better manner, it is that if 2 circles touch each other, then their centers and the point of contact lie on the same straight line. Okay, if that is what you meant. Okay, so that is why we know AB to be a straight line. This length is given. Also, this length is given to you. This length is given to you. Okay, also this length is given to you. Okay, and their question is find out the radii of all 3 circles. How do you find out the radii? Let us take this radii to be these 2 radii to be x. These 2 are radii. Let us call this point as P, this point as our Q, and this point as R. If I take this length to be x, this length will also be x. If I take this to be y, this will be y. If I take this to be z, this should be z. So that means if AB is given to be 10 centimeters, that means what is AB? AB is the sum of x and z, right? This length x and this length z. So x plus z must be equal to 10. So you're getting one equation. Similarly, BC is equal to 8 is given. So you'll get x plus y is equal to 8. This will be your second equation. Okay, and the last one, EC is given to you as 6. So AC is equal to 6. AC is the length, is the sum of y and z. So y plus z is equal to 6. These three equations we are going to get. Now these three equations we are going to solve simultaneously. Okay, by a very special technique which I will show you tomorrow. So for the time being, I leave you here. Okay,